Hey everyone, it's Arma Gaming. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the wonderful world of Monster Legends. Starting a brand new account, what I am going to do for everyone is I am going to show you some super sped up gameplay of what I've been doing, and just so you can see that I'm true to my word, I'm doing the Pandakens, I'm getting them, I am just waiting, I'm clearing rubble and all of that fun stuff, and then when I reach level 8, I'm going to start doing commentary and we can talk about everything going on in the game. Alright, so everything you saw sped up, that took 8 minutes, and I was able to get quite more Pandakens, and I also reached level 8, so now it's time to talk about it. So at level 8, my monster power has increased to 42. We'll talk about monster power like I said, but I also unlocked dungeons, which are going to be super relevant moving forward. I have another farm, a Temple of Earth. We'll talk about the temples later, you don't need to concern yourself with them right now. And I have an additional 4,000 gold, that's awesome, and it says new feature, reach level 10 to unlock the multiplayer mode. Okay, don't care for that, so we're gonna exit out. And am I having fun? Yes, I'm having fun, but I'm gonna click no just because I don't want to answer the question right now. So again, as always, we're gonna continue what we're doing here. Really important, as soon as you get a farm, you want to place that farm. So go to buildings and make sure you start getting that farm because you're gonna need that. You're gonna need the food wherever you can get the farm. That's fine. Personally, I would like to put them together as much as possible. So I shouldn't have put it there, but I'll move it over here with the other farm. Does it fit? I think it fits. Ah, there we go. Good thing I removed that bush, right? So I want the farms together just so I can easily plant stuff, click repeat, and collect them all. So what if you noticed, when I was speeding everything up, I'm getting rid of anything that's not a Pandaken, and I only want the Pandakens. So this little guy right here, as cute as he is, Greenasaur, I am sorry. I'm selling you. I'm getting my 200 gold. And this one right here, I'm sorry. I'm selling you. I'm getting my 200 gold. And so forth. You'll also notice that all of my Pandakens, I am taking them by level until level 3. So I'm not doing a level 4, a 2, a 1, and random stuff like I did with these first two. I'm getting everyone to level 3 because I want to be consistently and I want to be equal across the board. And look, I finished clearing my little rock. So do I have any more little rocks? I see a tiny rock right there. Is there anything else? I don't think so. This one is going to take... Oh, another tiny rock. Clear. So that's going to be 10 minutes. And in the meantime, I am still going to do Pandaken. Yes, we have a new island over here, but we can ignore that for now because the Pandaken farming continues. Click repeat, and let's see, where are we at? I think there's some new ones that need to be leveled up, so let's take you to level 3. You can just click and hold. If for whatever reason you don't have the click and hold option, it is a settings in the gears on the gears icon top right. Click on that and you should be able to click and hold. And let me just go through all my Pandakens and make sure they are all level 3. Level 3, success, level 3, there's a level 1, and my food is ready. Anytime your food is ready, make sure to collect. So yeah, I think the first 30 minutes, if you spend your time doing this, you're going to be such a successful Monster Legends player. Believe me, you are going to thank me literally in 2 weeks. The amount of gold you have to someone who doesn't follow the advice, ooh, you are going to be way ahead of them. You're going to be purchasing legendary habitats, and if you saw, where is it, habitats, they're 2.5 mil. Where is it? Right here, 2.5 mil. You're going to be able to purchase it no problem. Believe me. So let's see. We have 60 food. Everyone is level 3, and collect food whenever that pops up. Click repeat. Sell him because I don't need him. Plant. Ooh, a Pandaken, perfect. Repeat, and any other level 3s? I don't think so. So slowly my food goes up. Let's take a look at the goals right now because you might be interested in what kind of goals are available. So build an earth habitat, I'll get golden food. Buy a Rockilla egg, I'll get experience points and food. Again, you don't really need to concern yourself with that. You could, but right now you do not need to concern yourself with this. Beat 6 monsters to level 4, I'll get 1,000 experience points. If you want to level up right away, sure, you can do that. I don't care about growing, I don't care about that right now, leveling up, like I said. Honestly, if you do some of those goals right now, it won't really affect you too much. It's really more in the end game where that matters more. So for now, you could if you want to, but again, just please follow the advice and you'll be solid, you'll be good. So let's feed Pandaken to level 3. You know what, I'll start taking some of them to level 4. That's not a big deal, because eventually, by the time you end the day, you do want some of them to be level 4s, right? Or as many as you can get to level 4, definitely do that. So yeah, the first, like I said, the first 30 minutes to an hour, it's just building your economy, building your gold farm. If we click on, well, let me collect this. If you click on info, keep in mind, you can hold 7,500. Way better than the fire habitat that can only hold 1,000. But you need that fire habitat because that fire habitat allows you to have Firestar, which allows you to breed monsters together. So, Pandaken 1, 2, 3, and I don't think I'm going to have enough. But that's why I have food over here that'll be ready in 10 seconds. And let's see, I'm doing pretty good. They're almost all Pandakens. Yeah, I think I'm missing like 2 more Pandakens, 3 more Pandakens, and I'll be good. You don't need to be here. So sell him for gold. I have 20k gold. Collect all the food. Repeat. And it also all really depends where you're at. Like, if you don't have the time to play for 30 minutes to an hour like I do, hey, that's totally fine. Like I said, you don't have to. Just be smart about how you do it. If you know you're going to be gone for whatever reason, like let's say you're playing in the morning, you have school, man, get rid of one of these medium rocks. Look how expensive it is though. So building the gold is super important. And if you ever need to collect gold, just click on the habitat and press collect. We're not going to do that right now. I'll show you why not. So for now, we are just continuing our conquest of Pandakens. Alright, so repeat here. And I think hopefully that last one is a Pandaken too. I think there was a level 2 Pandaken somewhere here. So let me make sure I feed them to level 3 because I want them to be consistent. 22 per minute, that is awesome. And let me hatch and place you here. Awesome, awesome. And right here. And you can do the math, right? If this gets filled up, and it can only hold 1,000 gold, and Pandakens, a level 3 Pandaken produces 22 per minute, in an hour, all you have to do is 22 times 60, and you'll know how much gold you'll have available in your habitat. So I'm going to do that on my phone. 22 times 60, I get 1,320. So let's say you're gone for an hour and you have 1 Pandaken at level 3 in the fire habitat, it's gonna fill it up. Whereas with the nature habitat, it's 7,500. So let's say you only had 1 Pandaken and you get 1,320 every hour. 7,500 divided by 1,320, it takes 5.7 hours to be full. But that's why we don't have 1 Pandaken, that's why we have 2 Pandakens. And eventually we're going to have them at level 4. So yeah, if you put them in the fire habitat, it's not as useful as the nature habitat, because just in case for whatever reason you can't log into your game, you're busy, you're doing something, the Pandaken army will help, right? And then these can hold more. So let's see where I'm at right now. I believe I have all of my Pandakens where I need to. Let's take you to level 3, and of course, anytime you can get one to level 4 you want to do, but the reason you go consistent is so basically, let's say you had to go right now. Let's say for whatever reason you have to leave somewhere. Oh no, you gotta go? What you do is you want to press collect on all of them. Literally collect all the gold that's available in every single habitat, and then you're free to go. And then when you come back, all of them are pretty much gonna have the same amount of gold because you have the same level Pandakens in every farm, and they're all level 1 nature farms, so you'll be good to go. And let's say you have to go somewhere for, let's say you're gonna be gone for an hour. Don't plant a blue legit tail. Take the time to plant the sea grape and get all of your food right there. So only do blue tail if you're going to be consistently on the game. If you're going to really quickly take out the trash, maybe wash some dishes, depending what you're doing, maybe plant a sweet pepper because when you come back you have 50 food instead of 10. So just be smart about your approach to this. I think I'm pretty much done with hatching, right? Yeah, I have no more habitats, but that's also because I lack space, because I actually do have, let's see, there's enough room. So yeah, unfortunately I can't build another nature habitat. So I don't need to click repeat anymore. And oh, this Pandaken's level 1. Let me take them to level 3. And we're good. So now I can literally exit out of the game and come back in a couple minutes. So I can come back in 3 minutes. So I can have my worker huts starting on something else. Since I know I'm going to be gone for 3 minutes, I can do sweet peppers all across the board. But this is essentially it. This is the first stage, is Pandaken gold farming. And yeah, in terms of the swamps, knights, and castle maze, don't worry about it. Just come back into the game, collect, do all that. Everything else will happen once we, well, actually, complete node 10 in the adventure map. Okay, so remember when I said ignore adventure map? Not quite, because apparently to get the dungeons, I need to complete node 10 in adventure map. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and do the adventure map to node number 10. So we're not gonna do any more than that. This will be pretty straightforward. This, by the way, is a really great way to get food, and this kind of gives you an introduction into how Monster Legends works. So monsters have different skills, and you can use those skills to attack the enemy monster. The turn order is on top. So as you can see, my Pandaken went first, then my Treezard, then my Firezard. They're all attacking with their basic skills, and I defeated the enemy monster. And the good thing about Adventure Map is you get stars, and if you get 2 stars, you get to spin the roulette wheel, and then if you come back and do it again and get 3 stars, you get to spin a roulette wheel again, and that roulette wheel will actually give you items. So it's not necessarily bad to do Adventure Map, but I just want to avoid you leveling up as soon as possible. I got a new monster, cool, but I don't need it, okay? So he's gonna go in my storage. I'm gonna ignore that. Do not, I repeat, do not click try again. If you click try again, you waste 1 gem and you forfeit the reward. So I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna take my monster. I'm gonna exit out. Oh, I forgot farms. So always be doing the farms, and it's gonna be a back and forward of doing attacks and then going back into the farm. Thunder Eagles. Let me fight them. Really quickly on the top left, you want to click that because it makes the game go faster. You can do ×2 speed and ×4. If you want to be fast, just do ×4. And let me do Hairy Paw, let me do Bark Scratch, let me do Torrid Paw, and Hairy Paw, and there we go. I'm going to get 2 points, spin the roulette wheel. It is important that you do not exit out because you want to spin the roulette wheel. And take a look at that. This is a really great way to also level up your monsters. So what I would recommend, got some experience, got some gold, got some food, spin the roulette wheel. What I would recommend for all players right now, the early stages, is don't waste your time with Remntar and Firezard. Remember, in order to breed monsters together, they only need to be level 4. So what I would recommend is those Pandakens, some of those Pandakens, those are the monsters you actually want to, start leveling up, because you want them eventually to all be at their max level. Right now their max level is going to be level 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, see? Level 5 out of 10. So right now I'm going to start focusing on more Pandakens to level up. I got more food. Let me take them to level 5. But no, let me take them to level 4. Let me take as many Pandakens as I can to level 4. And like, I'm getting some mace coins just for feeding. So level 4. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do 5s. I think 5 is fine. So they're 5s. And then let me take these to 5. And nope, do not ever waste the gems to finish the feeding. You can easily get food for gold, so do not ever waste the gems. So I got a good amount of 5. Right here, if you do want to, what you can do is, see how it says build an earth habitat and buy a Rockilla egg? If you do want 1 copy of the common monsters, I'm not against that. So you can go ahead and sell your monster, and you could put a Rockilla. He only takes 2 minutes. So if I want him ready, I can do that, and then I can start building an earth habitat if there's space for it. The issue right now is going to be the space. So maybe that Rockilla would just be a waste. But if anything, look, I got the food. Click repeat, do that, and do that. And let me just see if I can plant it somewhere. I doubt it. Habitat, earth. Yeah, not enough space. So focus on clearing stuff. And again, I would just focus on the tiny ones. Even if this big one's in the way, if I'm going to be playing, and which I am because I'm making the series, I want to get rid of all those tiny ones, and only when I'm gone for a long time, that's when I want to do the 4 hours. I want to emphasize that, oh, these trees are only 5 minutes. I should be doing these. That's a lot of space. So just look around, make sure you know everything that's going on. Repeat there. Let's go back into the adventure map, and let's battle. So what you can do is you can change your team. So I have a level 5 Pandaken. Let me do an army of level 4 Pandakens, right? Level 4 Pandaken, level 4 Pandaken, level 4 Pandaken. You see some open circles, you see a sword, you see like a little relic thing. We'll talk about all of that later on. So we'll click fight, and eventually you're going to get something that says, oh, by the way, I recommend attacking 1 enemy and killing 1 enemy monster first. Later you're going to get an auto feature, which is going to come super in handy. I can't wait to get that. I wonder what level you get that at. But yeah, just take down monsters 1 at a time. There's no reason to attack everyone. So honestly, the more the monster levels up, the more skills you get, so there is a benefit to leveling them up. But for now, that doesn't really matter, right? Again, we're just Pandaken gold farming. In the future, you're not going to use these Pandakens much. It's just to accumulate a lot of gold right now. And do not exit out because you want to spin your roulette wheel. So let's see what I get. Oh, wow, I got 2 copies of the monster. And again, the monster is just gonna go to my storage right now. Remember I showed you in episode 1 the storage? Level 9, the Temple of Thunder. Awesome, and we are gonna keep going, but before we battle, it's a back and forth because I have those blue lizard tails, remember that. And now we go back and adventure map, and yeah, it's just gonna be back, forth, and I'm waiting. Okay, so you probably noticed by now that this monster is fire. This monster is fire in nature, right? Next to the name, this monster is water, and these are fire. So this will be more relevant later on when we're talking about attacking and mechanics. But certain monsters have an elemental advantage over other monsters, and certain monsters have a weakness against other monsters. So right now, it hasn't really played the part. But if I did a fire skill against a fire monster, it'll be 50% less effective. If I do a water skill against a fire monster, it'll be 50% stronger. Again, we'll talk about all of that when it comes to battle and strategy. But for now, I just thought I would mention it because you're probably noticing, wait a minute, there was a fire habitat, and there's a nature habitat, and there's a bunch of habitats, and there's all these temples with different elements. All of that is super relevant. Ooh, cool, 500 food, I love that. So yeah, you can level up some of your Pandaken in the adventure map. Be sure to do that, but always exit out, get your food, and I have 1,000 now. Cool, so let me start feeding some of these. And again, right now I'm going to level 5. So let's do all of them level 5. Awesome, awesome. And that one's already 5 from PvP, or from dungeons. So you're level 5, and this is all there is to it. Just consistent feeding, going all across the board. I'm even accumulating some of my maze coins. That's awesome. Alright, we're at a boss stage. I gotta fight a level 7 Pandaken. And he attacked me first, but now I'll attack him. Hairy Paw, Panda Beat, Hairy Paw. He's attacking all over the place, which is good, so I can... Oh, that's actually good. See how I'm doing Hairy Paw? That's dumb, because that's only 24 damage, whereas I can do Panda Beat, which is 40 damage. So because he has the fire element, yeah, because he has a nature element, Hairy Paw doesn't... It's not as effective. When you do element on element, it loses the effectiveness. But Panda Beat, that's like a default skill, so that one doesn't have any like effectiveness. So defeat the first mini boss. I got 10k gold. Awesome. And spin the wheel. And yes, I'm doing an adventure map just to unlock the dungeons, but again, the majority of players, you do not need to do dungeons unless it's absolutely necessary. But for the majority of players, it's not. I got another monster before I do the node. Hopefully you give the advice by now, right? Exit out, do your food, then you can go back. And by the way, you see there's number 3 here. The monsters I've been just exiting out on and haven't been hatching, they go straight to the storage. That monster I got early on, he's a thunder monster, so thunder monsters take a little longer than other monsters to actually hatch, so it's a good thing I decided not to hatch them, or else my, like, especially if you don't have all of your Pandaken farms, that would take a long time. I think it's like 2 or maybe 4 hours. Anyhow, Zen Fury, this is my ultimate. Anytime you get that skill on top, that's your ultimate. So this one takes 1 turn to set up, and he's gonna release a bunch of damage. Take a look at that. Zen Fury killed Pandaken and hitting this rock monster. That's Rock Illo. That's the one I have in the hatchery right now. So cool. Your reward 300. Yeah, really great way to get food fast. So it turned out, since you have to do an adventure map all the way to level 10, I'm not opposed to you doing an adventure map early on as well. And 1,000 food. That is lovely. I absolutely love that. So let me get all of this. And I think it's time to level up some Pandakens. So now I'm at 1,000 food, 1,800. That's very nice. Level 5. And again, I just want to be consistent all across the board. In case I have to leave or something early on, then all of my nature habitats will produce the same amount of gold when I come back. So level 5s. And watch, I can even demonstrate it right now. If I click on my nature habitats, this one has 487, 580. That's because he had one of the higher level Pandakens. 523. They're all pretty much going to be the same across the board. See, 600. They're all like in this 500 to 600 range. Everyone's level 5 now, so I can start working on level 6 Pandakens, and some of them will just become level 6 PvP. I mean, dungeons. So let me start at level 6. Actually, I could probably get one of them to level 7 early on, because in level 7 I unlock a new skill, which will just make the adventure map easier, and I'll probably need it against the final boss. But for now, we'll see. And as you can see, as you progress throughout the game, the opponents get stronger and stronger. Because I started off battling level 7 monsters, and now I'm battling... No, I started off battling level 4 monsters, and now these are level 7 monsters. So they're getting tougher. Look, my Pandaken is almost dying. So by the way, even if your monster dies, you'll still get experience points. So don't fear if your monster dies. hopefully I land on that 1k food again. I would really love that. Yeah, that would help me out immensely. So, spin the roulette wheel, and let's see what we get. Yeah, 500 food. I will gladly take that. Exit out. Don't do the next node. Collect your food. Repeat. Look, see? This one's already ready because it's almost 355. When it gets to like 30% or 40% full, that icon will appear, and then you can just collect it right off the bat. Let's see. What are we doing? Oh, I'm just gonna sell them real quick. I just realized, because this Knights and Maze event is going on. Oh, look, by the way, even if you sell the monster, that counts and you get the experience points. Because this is going on, maybe you should repeat so you can get maze coins. Let's see if I do get maze coins when I hatch. Because remember, it says, if I click on Swamps and Castle Maze, it says right here, you get 50 for breeding and 50 for hatching. And so I want to see if I do get those. Or at least, like, you'll get them like one at a time. Let's go back here. I'm fighting level 7 monsters. Yikes. Alright, Hairy Paw, Panda Beats, Hairy Paw. Oh look, Grow Blue Lizard's Tail. I grew Blue Lizard's Tail enough times that I completed a goal. That's awesome. Razor Claw, Fire Spark, Panda Beats, Hairy Paw, and Panda Beats. Oh man, I missed that auto feature. It's crazy what you miss. Like, it's crazy. Starting the account is crazy. Like, everything I have now, it's like, oh man, I forgot this wasn't a thing. I forgot that wasn't a thing. Alright, so I got 400 food, I got 8,000 gold, experience points, and look, I got a new skill, Lunge Punch. Deals low nature damage, 50% chance of stunning the target. We're getting some status effects. We will talk about all of that later on, but right now, we don't care about battling. Oh, I got a new skill. Eucalyptus Smell. Deals low nature damage, heals by 20%. So at level 7, different monsters will get different things, even if it's the same monster. But that, you don't need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's repeat all. Let's go into the goals and see what else is there. Collect food from farm. Build the earth habitat, feed your Rockula to level 4, girl that, to defeat the first boss, I'll get a monster, don't care for that, and alright, cool, so, we will continue. I did not get anything, I thought I would. Anyhow, let's see, are my little guys ready? Nope, 1 minute. So, the cool thing about clearing these tiny rocks is that I'm going to be able to move this habitat and build another one. I might already fit one, but we'll see. So that Pandaken will be useful. Let's actually feed. So, I know I have more. Level 7, level 7, level 7. Let's see if I can get one close to 10. Not yet. So at 10, they'll unlock another skill, so that could help with the final boss, but I might not even need it. Click fights. You're seeing some more common monsters. That's the light one. That is a exclusive nature one. And then this is the magic one. That doesn't matter too much. Let's click fight. We will do... So here's the difference in levels, right? This one is level 7. This one is level 7. It has less HP. The red bar is their health bar. The blue bar is their stamina. So this one has more health because he's a higher level. Also more damage output. We're going to go attack this monster, the light monster. I think the light monster is supportive. And look, I can do some of the new skills. Oh wait, elemental advantage. See how it's strong against magic? That monster is magic, whereas this monster is nature, so a nature attack is strong against magic monsters. So let me go ahead and actually just target him and attack them, so I can actually take him out. Hairy Paw, and the genie is dead. Now let's see, I'm gonna heal. So see, every time I attack, I heal with that skill. Lunge Punch, this one can stun. If the monster gets stunned, they're gonna skip their turn. See how it said recently stunned. And see that little sword icon, how it says 30 damage? Panda Beat is 25, which deals 62 damage. Lunge Punch is enough to kill the monster, so that's one monster down. Since I only have nature-based attacks, I'm gonna go ahead and do Punch. This one, since it can stun, let me see if I can stun. Oh, I stun, so he's gonna skip his turn if he doesn't stay alive, but I finished him off, and there we go. Let's see if I get 1,000 food, so then I can level up my Pandaken to level 9 and make him even stronger. I doubt it, but we'll see. So again, do not skip the roulette wheel spin. You want to spin that roulette wheel. Spinning the roulette wheel, and I get a 250. I'll take that gladly. So we are on the final boss, and the whole reason we're doing this is because I want to be able to unlock dungeons, which we will do right now. But really quickly, we'll go into the shop, we'll go into habitats, and we will put another nature habitat, and let's take it as close as possible to this one. Let's move this one over here. So maybe the next thing I'll do is I'll clear that small rock and this tiny rock as well, so then I can start putting a few more there, and then I'll clear this tiny rock too, and then I'll have a lot of space because I can fit another habitat right here. So that's what I gotta work on. I can also move this, so everything is movable in Monster Legends. All of the buildings that you plant. So now this Pandaken can go here. Nice. And yeah, I am getting mace points. So yeah, definitely keep breeding and hatching. And this one I want to level up. I think we're doing level 5 or level 6. I think it's level 6. I don't know what I'm doing. 5s, but that's fine. Eventually they'd all get to 6. By the end of the day, if I can have them all at 10, that would be lovely. This one is still 3. Oh, how cute. Let's make it level 5. Awesome. Always be collecting food as usual. Repeat. And let's fight the boss. Can we take on the boss? There's 2 waves. Level 6s and level 8s. I should be fine. Let's battle. Panda beats. Let me see. They're all immune to stun. See, every monster has a trait. Some have more than one trait. This one's immune to stun, so Lunge Punch doesn't do much in terms of trying to stun. So I'd rather do Hairy Paw, which they deal the same damage, but this one costs less stamina. As you can see, it has 15, so this one's 18. So I'll do Hairy Paw. I will do Hairy Paw again. And not enough. Oh yeah, look, I'm strong enough to kill him. Perfect. Hairy Paw, so that's 1 down. But keep in mind, oh, I can get stunned. Both of them got stunned. Can't stun, so I'll just do Hairy Paw. I'll do Hairy Paw again. And, ooh, what's that skill? Alright, so this one I'm gonna heal. So look at my HP. It's 137. But when I do Smell, look at that, I healed. I'm at 174 now. So Lunge Punch, can't stun, but I don't care about that. I'm just going after damage output. I should be using Hairy Paw because it requires less stamina. Bam. And now the king, the boss. He's also immune to stun. So regardless, I'm just going to Hairy Paw all the way. Ooh, that almost killed me. I have 4 HP left. Can't do anything about it. This one can heal, so I'll do Smell. Hairy Paw. Hopefully I don't die. You see that recharge? That's what I need for stamina. As you can see, my blue bar is getting lower and lower, so at some point I am going to have to heal. And this is where the AI is done and doesn't kill the monster we should have killed. So, sucks for you. And I can heal. He's attacking the monster that can heal. That is perfect. So I'm going to definitely be able to take down this monster. He finally killed my Pandaken. I'm going to keep healing over here. Hairy Paw, and GG! I've taken down Fire Kong. And see, oh wait, if the monster dies, you don't get the experience. So I take back what I said earlier. I think the experience points is distributed to the other monsters, so they got more than usual. Nonetheless, that's cool. I got 1 star. Getting 1 star is actually a good thing, because now if I get 2 stars, I get to spin the roulette wheel. And if I get a 3rd star, I get to spin the roulette wheel again. Hey, where's my roulette wheel spin? I was supposed to spin the roulette wheel. That's not fair. So yeah, we finished node 10, so I've unlocked something new, the dungeons. So that's awesome, but before I do all of that, remember the plan, Pandaken. So take this one to level 6, level 5. Awesome, I have 930, I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. We'll repeat here, and let's see. What can we do? Can we do anything right now? I don't think so. I should have removed that one, but that's fine. Actually, I feel like there's space right here. Oh no, that rock is in the way. Well, let me see if I can move stuff around. I don't think there's... Actually, there should be space. So let me move this thing over here. And now I can do another habitat. So just be smart with the way you're planting your habitats. If you can find space, like watch. If I move this over here for now, so even though I would like them to be together, for now I can move it. So now I can put more nature habitats, which means more Pandaken farming, which is the whole goal. And that's all you should take away from this. You want to Pandaken farm as much as possible. Oh, see how now it's not finished instantly, now it costs gems? Nope, no way are you paying 2 gems for that when you can just wait the 6 seconds or the 3 seconds, whatever it is. I don't need this guy, so I'm going to sell him. Let's repeat there. Alright, and go to shop, habitat, make sure you have all of them. So I got my 12 out of 12 and I have enough space. And then that tree, remember that tree can easily be removed. It's only 5 minutes, so I have room for like 2 more. So awesome. This is good. I actually have... I wonder if I have room for here. Yeah, I can probably fit one here too. Cool, so if I level up and I can do more, I'll definitely do more. So now, gotta put more Pandakens there. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Place. Pandaken. Ooh, level 10. What do I unlock in level 10? I unlock multiplayer mode, and now my monster power is at 111. Doesn't even matter. You don't worry about that for now. So multiplayer mode, try out now. Would you like to change your name from Monster Master? If you don't change it now, you'll be able to do it later. So I'll keep it as Monster Master for now. Play at Home Season 4. A new multiplayer scene has started. Check your automatically assigned defense team. Choose a strong defense. Join a match to join a league and get cool rewards. So in my personal opinion, the defense for most players doesn't even matter. Typically, you're going to find opponents that are stronger than you. So don't worry about that, okay? So just focus on offense. To be quite honest, I can probably battle these common monsters and I'll have an easy victory. So just to show you how PvP works, battle, go ×4 speed, and now look, you can even do auto. Again, just go after one monster. Look, I stunned him. That's awesome. I'm gonna go after him though. And wait, maybe I can stun another monster. So let me see if I can stun. And didn't get stunned. Oh, he healed them. Oh no. So let me go after him. Hairy Paw and Panda Beat. He's down. I wanted to take him down because he has that fire. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter because I'm fire based. Deep Lash, Lunge Punch, Panda Beat, and let's see if I can stun him. Stunning, no stun. Stunning, no stun. Panda Beat, Lunge Punch, Large Punch, Lunge Punch. No stunning. Dang, he keeps missing. It's because of his trait. Got a victory. Awesome. Loading results. I played my first multiplayer. I got items, and I can spin the roulette wheel for rewards. So definitely wanted to take advantage of this and get as many rewards as possible. Right now is cool. I'm in a beginner league. Right now is a very unique time for players because, again, as of the time recording, this is 2020 April 6th, and right now everyone's on quarantine because of the whole virus. So SocialPoint increased the number of attacks. Normally you're gonna have 5. Just work with whatever you have, right? Spinning their roulette wheel is awesome. I recommend, just like I did with when I was doing the dungeon, if you're gonna play this, and I didn't do it right now, exit out, collect your gold, or collect your food, exit out, and come back into the game. Just literally keep doing that. Hairy Paw, and who can I take out? Fire by Firefly, Fresh Reptile, Panda Beat. Look, you can even press auto. If the monsters are strong enough that you can beat most of the opponents with auto, that's awesome. So loading results, I got Bronze League level 3. Cool. Getting more food, that's awesome. Yeah, so I would say capitalize on the PvP for now. The game crashed for whatever reason. Let me load it back up. So yeah, that's essentially it. This is all you're doing. And I know right now you're probably thinking, oh, Armor, this is so boring. Trust me, you are going to be thanking me so much. So let's see. Now when I log into the game, there's a pop-up for the Swamp Nights and Castle Maze. Play at home week 3. It tells you what's going on. There is a flash sprint event. You do not need to concern yourself with this. And play in the dungeons. Ooh, definitely want to play in the dungeons. Monster Master, it's time to take your adventure to the next level. Make sure you reach level 10 adventure map, which I did, and start playing dungeons. We will definitely talk about the dungeons, but let's see what I can do right now. So let me collect everywhere. Oops, gotta collect that. Repeat, patch, repeat. And I think, is this a good place to end it? Let's go ahead and remove this. Let's see what else. Now, if you look at the right-hand corner, there's so much. Now, some of these things that you see aren't going to be available when you're playing the game. As you can see, like the main starter pack, you can ignore this. There's a Abysmal's exclusive offer. There's a Myth monster. You can ignore this. Again, I don't want to talk too much about this because it is a bunch of stuff that you do not need to concern yourself with. So right now, focus on the Pandaken gold farming and on building the foundations, the economy to your account. You will be so glad you did in the future. You can ask long-term players. If anyone is a long-term player, you can ask them and they will completely agree with me. So I'm gonna keep clicking repeat all, and this will be done in 5 minutes. That's awesome. Is there anything I can continue to do right now? I don't think so. Really quickly, since we have multiplayer, I think we'll do adventure map in the next time. And while I have 41 attacks, so the thing about multiplayer is that depending on what league you're in, you get different rewards. What I would recommend for everyone, your objective, and you get these rewards when the season ends. As you can see, the season ends in 6 days and 17 hours. Try to get to bronze 1 for the 15 gems. You do not need to worry about these runes or any of that right now. Right now, you want to focus on just getting gems. So if you find yourself in silver 3 because you're super good, go ahead and drop down to bronze 1 so that you can get those 15 gems when the season ends, okay? Again, just trust me, because you also get a good amount of food and gold. And yeah, these give you a lot of food, but I think those gems are valuable. Well, it's gonna depend. Like, if you... Yeah, actually... Yeah, I want you guys to get the 15 gems, but maybe you can get lucky and get like a level 10 rune. I doubt it, but maybe a high level rune wouldn't be too bad. So we'll see how that phases out, because it's gonna be different for everyone. So let me go ahead and click repeat all. Let's see, this is at 200. This Pandaken's already at 2,000. Very nice, very nice. And look, that is ready. This is gonna be ready in 3 minutes. Is there any habitats I can plant? Look, I can do more. And yeah, one fits there, perfect. So again, every time you're leveling up, be sure you're planting as many Pandakens as possible. Make sure you're putting nature habitats. This is where your account should look like. A ton of Pandakens, level them up. If you see little baby Pandaken, you're trying to be consistent, level 5s all across the board, and there's a whole reason for that. There's a method to my madness. But let's see. Collecting food as we go. Awesome. And 1 out of... Your worker should always be working. That's another important thing. Your worker should always be working. So if I was to leave right now and I had 1 out of 2, I failed because my worker isn't working, and I want them to always be building something. Whether they're building a nature habitat, whether they're clearing rubble. I think the important thing right now is to clear rubble. So this 4-hour one is in the way, but also these little ones, and I'm still going to be playing the game, even if I'm not recording. So I want to clear this little rubble. I also want to get rid of this 5-minute one. So let me figure out how I want to approach this. This 4-hour one I'll do later. I want to get rid of this one for sure, so I'll do that 10-minute one there. And then when they're both available, I'll do the trees. So yeah, it's just clearing rubble for now. This one's definitely getting in the way. I should probably prioritize that one. And again, just getting Pandakens everywhere. And let me see, is there any goals right now? Do you guys need to do adventure map? I don't think so. Earth habitat, grow sea grapes at the farm, defeat 2nd mini boss. Like, that's a lot of gold, but I don't need it. Win 5 multiplayer battles, gives me food. That's awesome. Reaching the bronze leagues gives you items. That's awesome. So yeah, I think for now this is a good way to end. And then in the next one we will talk about dungeons and everything you can do here. The food dungeon, the gold dungeon, right? You definitely want to take advantage of this. And these are basically going to be available a lot throughout the game. So great way to get resources, taking advantage of everything. So I think with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 2. I hope you guys are with me. If you're a brand new player to the game, I hope you're enjoying this. I know it may seem a little weird, like not getting the Rockilla, not getting other monsters, just having the copy of the same monster. But again, just trust me, it'll be worth it. With that being said, I'm Armor Gaming. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.